Hey, did you miss me? So about 2 weeks ago, I started the pelvic floor physical therapy treatments or whatever. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that because the research that I had done myself was pretty terrifying. I'm the kind of personality that would like to know ahead of time what I'm walking into and what I'm getting myself into. So I made the mistake of delving into that, and it made me so anxious, and it made me really not want to go. But I'm glad that I did now. So the first appointment was fine, and basically she was just asking me about my physical history and then my surgical history, what are the treatments I've done, what I found helpful, what I find painful, what makes it better, what makes it worse, blah, blah, blah. And then she was kind of telling me what she was going to want to do as far as treatment options went. And when I left, I felt really good because she was like, yeah, I'm really excited. And she's like, I'm really sorry it took you so long to get here because I feel like I can really help you because you're still really young. And I'm like, Basha, thank you. So yeah, I was really feeling it. So when I went back the following week, I was not anxious to go in to actually start the treatments or see what it was all about, because she had done a really good job of explaining to me what was going to be happening and what she wanted to be my course of treatment and what she felt she could do for me. So that was actually like a really positive experience. So when I went back the following week, which was like 5 days ago, so just the first treatment, she did like 3 different specific things. The first thing that she did like a physical exam, and she wanted to check like my posture and like the shape of my spine and how do I stand, and are my hips aligned, and you know, is there certain pressure points or whatever that hurt more than others or cause more pain than others and stuff like that. So then treatment wise, got to keep my underwear on, always a bonus, thank you very much, and got to keep my socks on. I will take what I can get, and my shirt and everything else, but had to lose the pants, but that's fine. So the first thing that she did, it was this like, I don't know the technical terms for it because I'm not like super invested right now, but it was like a laser tissue depth scan kind of thing. Seems pretty high tech. It was like a little laser, and she'd like move it across my abdomen to see, the way she explained it, it was basically to see if there's like areas with built up scar tissue or areas that were more dense than others. And she said basically any reading over 200 is worth lasering. So she started on my right side, which is the less painful for me. And she was scanning it and, you know, lasering and doing a little reading. And I asked her, you know, what's the typical? She said anything over 200, they laser. She said the most they've ever seen is around 1200. So then I asked her, well, what is my reading right now? And she's like, oh, you know, this is at like 700. And I'm like, oh, cool. Because that's my good side. So then as she was moving over to the left side, it's kind of like a metal detector because it starts beeping louder and faster. And I was like, oh, what's going on over there? She's like, oh, we're at like 900, 1,000. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple rounds of laser treatment on here and see if we can break up some of the scar tissue. I was like, okay, cool. Didn't hurt, didn't feel anything really. It wasn't uncomfortable or anything. It was just kind of like an ultrasound wand deal moving around. So it's totally fine. And then the second thing that she did kind of made me really doubtful, like the little second treatment, because it seemed a bit like Eastern-y for me, if you will. So it was like these glass dome cup bowl thing. Probably, you know, it's not very big. It's like this big. It's like suctions to your abdomen to the areas that she had already identified with the laser stuff that needed more work. And then it like pulls the skin and the tissue and whatever like giant hickeys, basically. And she said that it helps to loosen things and to break up the tissue. And when she was explaining it, it was fine. It just seemed kind of goofy to me. But if it works, it works, and I'm game. So that's fine. Didn't leave any marks or bruising or anything like that. And she said that she can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity. So I guess maybe next time we'll increase. I don't really know. And then the last part, she had me like flip over. So I was laying on the exam table like on my left side. And she was using her hands to like manipulate the muscles. So she went to find the pelvic bone. She started down there and made her way upwards, breaking up the areas that she had, again, identified with the laser as being more tense, and then also that she could feel herself were really tight or really intense. So this is all external, by the way. So she was just like massaging, pressing down into my abdomen, around my pelvic bone, and then up towards my ribs. And she identified, you know, a couple more areas that things were like really tense. And she also was able to say, you know, there's no hernias, there's no dislocation of any of these muscle groups or anything like that. So that was good too, I guess. I'll take that. Again, it wasn't really painful. And then she also had me lay back on my back again, and then she pushed up from the back side onto my spine because I do have lower back pain. So while she was pressing on that and pressing on my stomach and pulling down on my spine at the same time. So again, not painful, not irritating or anything like that. So when I left, I was, I think probably in the same level of pain or discomfort as when I came in. So it wasn't better, it wasn't worse, it was different. I felt like a little more loosened, but not like, I wasn't like, hey, this is fantastic, this is amazing. So that was fine. But I was able to go about the rest of my day, and I was able to go, you know, shopping with my sister and my niece and stuff. And so I was walking around a bit more, and I did notice that my sciatic and my lower back pain was less persistent throughout the day after that. So that was kind of nice. When I got home that evening, I was a little bit sore, but the kicker was at like 2:15 in the morning. I woke up in such pain. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. This is how I'm gonna go. My stomach was just spasming. It was like I'd had a workout from hell. I don't even know. Like from my rib cage down, my stomach muscles that I didn't even know I had, who knew, were just spasming. They were just super tight, and then just, it was, oh my gosh. So I took another muscle relaxer, and that lasted probably for like an hour, and then it stopped, and then I was able to go back to sleep, and it was fine. It was just really weird, and I'm going to, for now, attribute that to them having had a pretty good workout that morning, I guess. I don't really know. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about my first experience, because it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was not nearly as invasive as I was concerned that it was going to be, because I tend to be a bit more conservative when it comes to sharing my body with others, even if it's a medical professional. I'm not really necessarily comfortable with all that. So the fact that I got to keep my underwear and my socks on all day long. So if you've had any experiences with the physical therapy, or if you have had, you know, different or similar, let me know. If you have any specific questions about it, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have a good day. Take care.